we are 3/5 of Caveman.
Yes.
Stefan.
Matt.
And Jimmy.
And we have a record coming out November 15th on vinyl, but it's out now digitally. Came out September, what was that?
13th?
13th, September 13th.
Called Coco Beware.
Coco Beware. And Jimmy and I were playing when we were still in our other band. We were just messing around with it, and you know, it was ideas that we were. At the time, we didn't know what was happening with that band, so we were into them. But we were like, let's see, you know, let's wait a few minutes and really get this right. Like this is sounding different than what we were doing at the time, but we really liked it. So we were like, let's kind of see where this goes. And then once those bands broke up, it was pretty much, you know, a matter, maybe a month or so, not even a month, maybe a week before. The bands were actually still together when we kind of got this band together.
We were already all best friends, just hanging out every day anyways, so
yeah,
kind of just made sense. We all like each other's, you know,
other bands.
Style of playing musically. Like Jeff was always a great bass player, Stefan was always a great singer and drummer, and you know, me and Matt have been playing music since 2001. We've known Sam, so it just seemed really natural to all just play music together.
Our first
official show ever was at Bowery Ballroom with White Rabbits. So we were like, it was sold out, and they got us on. It was awesome.
I'm pretty sure it was booked before we had like the required amount of songs to play a show.
Yeah, they wanted us to. Yeah, they were like, they wanted us to play, and they're like, oh, let's.
They were
we were basically, they were asking us to hear songs, so we gave it to them. We had one song recorded, they put us on, and then wrote like four songs before we, you know, after it was booked, it was like, well, we gotta write these songs.
Yeah. That's a good motivator.
Yeah. When we started, we were kind of like, we've played in a lot of bands, we know a lot of people, let's just tell them they have to put us on the shows with them. And they were like, and so we would be like, yeah, and then we'd just send them songs, and then we'd be like, you know, come on with it. And so these people that we kind of knew were like, all right, yeah, we'll get.
Put in a lot of time.
And then they were like, wait, they're like, wait, you guys are actually a band. Like, yeah. So then they put us on other shows. Like we've done a ton of shows with White Rabbits now, and we've done a ton of shows with like that band Here We Go Magic, just because they were like, okay, fine, you know, we've known you long enough, you know, we've known you forever, we'll put you on. And then we're like, oh, we're actually a band. So
we started practicing in the Subject's old practice space, which is this amazing place, Chelsea-ish. Yeah, it's in Chelsea.
Yeah.
Which is owned by this guy Giorgio Gomelski, who used to manage the Yardbirds, and
he was my first boss.
Credited with introducing the Stones of the Beatles.
Cool,
all these had a club in London back then, and he has this really strange, I would describe it as dark and vibey rehearsal space.
Yeah, our old band was in there forever, and so we got to hang with that guy. You know, he's a character, that guy. He's got so many good stories.
It's cool that was a springboard for this band. It's interesting that that's the place.
Yeah. So our friend Nick Stumpf produced the record. He played in the band The French Kicks for a long time. He was a singer, and just kind of known him for a long time. And once he kind of knew that I was writing music, not just, you know, like not just playing drums, bro. Like I used but once he knew that, you know, that there was like, we were actually like writing stuff. So then we just started talking, and he was always like, well, let's, you know, just let me know if you're still doing stuff. And so then when we all started writing together and he heard the songs, that's when he really wanted to get involved. Old Friend was like something that we were all going back and forth on. For a minute I was like, I don't know if I want to play this song. I think Jeff from the beginning was like, we're playing that song.
Yeah, making sure. Yeah,
Jeff was like
something that he wanted to
it.
make sure what didn't get dropped.
We recorded it so many times. I think we maybe recorded it 4 different times, but
it worked out.
Worked out, yeah.